Hello, magical friends. Hope everybody is doing really well out there. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome to a very special astrology show today that I'm going to be doing all about the astrology of 2025. I'm filming this as we're getting close to the end of a Gregorian year, and always nice to check in with what we've got coming up in the astrological year ahead. We do have Before I get started, we've got a crazy storm that's happening here where I am in Belgium at the moment, and I see my connection is a little bit wonky from my end. Can you guys let me know in the live chat? Can you hear me? Can you see me okay? If someone wouldn't mind giving me a 5x5, that would be greatly appreciated because I see myself kind of um, coming in and out of the screen. So let me know, you guys, if you can see me. And I'm just going to see your comments. Does it look glitchy? Okay, Alestial Emma says 5x5. Tracy says, yes, fine. Okay, perfect. For me, it looks weird, but I won't look at myself. I'll just look at the camera. Okay, awesome. Let me know, you guys, if it gets weird, and I'll try to rectify that. Chrissy, hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much. You say, congrats, Meg, almost 10K subscribers. 9.94K. Yes, almost 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So yeah, sign up, subscribe to my YouTube and Rumble channels if you haven't already and would like to be updated with all the content that I've got coming out. So grateful that I've got almost 10,000 subscribers. That's so amazing. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. And thank you so much for the super chats that are coming in. Awesome. Thank you so much, Alistair and MJ. Mwah. Love you and miss you. And Tracy, so much. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too. I have had a really busy day, you guys. Let me just ground for a second because I don't want to be off. This is a very important show. I'm going to be sharing a lot with you guys. Let me just do some smudge for a moment here. Just bear with me for a moment here, you guys. I did a bunch of readings today and just a lot of busy stuff. The holidays are coming up. I'm doing a keto cleanse. I've started doing castor oil pack cleansing. I'm getting ready for the astrology of 2025 because we've got some really powerful things coming up in terms of health, as I'm going to get into it with you guys. So for me personally, I am starting to do some serious cleansing work to get prepared for that. So, okay, got my smudge going. I'm feeling grounded. So before we get into the astrology of 2025, please remember, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. And Rumble channel, as well as, of course, the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channel. And I am offering personal astrology readings at the moment, and I am booking into 2025, starting, I believe, in June. So if you'd like to have a reading with me for 2025, you can go book in at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much, Heather, for the super chat. Love you and your support. I'm so grateful for you guys. Also, we've got very special Beyond Mystic Academy holiday promo, 50% off with code HOLIDAY50, all in one word, on all the Beyond Mystic courses, workshops, activations, meditations. All my astrology courses and workshops, webinars are 50% off from now till December 22nd. So go to the Beyond Mystic Academy and check that out if you would like to. Okay, all the housekeeping things are out of the way, and I'm going to try my best to make this show not too long. I mean, astrology of 2025, holy guacamole, there is a lot to talk about. You know, when it comes to Western astrology, any kind of astrology that someone practices, there's constant astrological transits that are happening. You know, the moon moves very fast every day. Just around 2 days through every sign. There's constant activity and movement going on with the astrological transits. And what I want to share with you guys in today's show is some of the transits that are really catching my eye. So the major key transits of 2025, of course, some of my predictions for 2025 as well. So thank you all so much for joining me. Suncoast says castor oil pack per Casey. Interesting. I need to write that down and look more into Casey, because I'm always drawn to these kind of natural remedies that I hear Casey recommended in his predictions and prophecies. So thank you so much, Suncoast, for that. So yeah, I'm going to share with you guys some of the really important transits for 2025. We're not going to be focusing in the show today on like the lunations, other than the eclipses. You know, we have annual new moons and full moons in each of the signs every single year. Okay, so you guys know that on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic channels throughout the year, as we go through the full moons and the new moons, I'll be sharing that info with on those lunations with you guys. So let's start with, I'm going to mention what the major transits are, and then I'm going to get into the key astrological dates to be aware of. And then we're going to talk about some of these specific major transits. Okay. So this is going to be a lot of information. I'm going to put timestamps in the comments below for sure. So 2025 major transits in the Western astrology. Okay. First of all, we have Pluto now in Aquarius as of November 19th, 2024. This is super exciting stuff. Myself and so many other astrologers and mystics have been waiting for and praying for this transit. We are now in Pluto in Aquarius, which is not to be mistaken with the age of Aquarius. Okay. Age of Aquarius is still something that it's debatable. Different people are saying different things, but the age of Aquarius, I don't think we're technically in that yet. That's going to be something that we're in the age of Aquarius once in the, it's a little bit technical, in the sidereal zodiac on the spring equinox. When we look to the horizon, the sun is at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So that's how we know we're in the age of Aquarius. It has nothing to do with Pluto being in Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. These are two separate things. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that because I see a lot of people confused about that. So now that Pluto is in Aquarius as of November 19th, we got the whole next 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius transit. I'm going to do a whole special long form workshop on Pluto in Aquarius for the collective and all 12 signs in early January. I think it's going to be January 12th or January 14th. So we'll announce that when we come back from our holiday break. So stay tuned for that, you guys. So I'll talk really in depth about that in the workshop that I'm going to do in January. But, you know, Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, revealing in the sign of Aquarius is giving strength and energy to team freedom, to humanity. So the collective of humanity is winning. And with Pluto in Aquarius, the darker forces are not in a strong position. So this is very positive. We are moving brightly into the future with Pluto in Aquarius. And there's a lot to unpack with that I'm going to talk about in my workshop coming up. And I'm going to do a whole separate Pluto in Aquarius video. So we got Pluto in Aquarius. We've got the North Node moving into Pisces and the South Node moving into Virgo. So that's from January 11th to January 11th, 2025 to July 26th, 2026. And, you know, it's very interesting because Pisces and Virgo is, I'm going to test you guys in the live chat. What is the axis? What axis do we call the Pisces Virgo axis? What do these two signs rule in Western astrology? Does anybody know the answer? If so, put it in the live chat. If nobody knows the answer, I'll say it in a few moments. But, you know, all the opposite signs, all the axes rule something. So yeah, my astrology sisters are in the chat. We got Tracy and Chrissy here. They both say health. You guys are right. Kathy, you got it as well. It is the health axis. Okay. You're going to be hearing me talk. It's starting right now. I've talked about it a little bit in a little bit of content in the past few months. Health, health, health as we go into 2025. Yes, DigiBean, Maha, Make America Healthy Again. No coincidence that we've got the Maha movement happening. We're having the nodes in the health axis. We're having the eclipses in the health axis. We're having Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, one of the health signs. This is going to be huge theme of the year, health, okay? People's health issues coming to the surface. So I'm going to unpack this as we go on, as I talk specifically about that. Health axis. Eclipses move into Virgo and Pisces axis. So we're going to have a March eclipse season and a September eclipse season. Yes, Lakeside Laura says, time to get serious about health. Yeah, definitely. Time to get very serious about health. And it's something that's just going to come up naturally for everyone in the collective. Another major transit, the biggest aspect of the year, Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Interesting that it's going to be in two signs in 2025. Then when, look at the balloons going off, in 2025 and 2026, it won't be exact. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction will not be exact until February 2026, okay? But as we go into 2025, Saturn and Neptune are going to be conjunct in Pisces and Aries. So this is the biggest aspect. And these are two planets, Granddaddy Saturn is not messing around. Okay. Saturn is about seriousness, karma, challenge, reality checks. Neptune, the health system, our health, our immunity, our spiritual health, creativity, entertainment industry, has to do with celebrity and inspirational people too. So this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, I'm going to unpack this a little bit more. Very big aspect of the year. And then, yay, everybody do a round of applause. Jupiter ingressing into Cancer. Woohoo! This is something I am so freaking excited for. So we're going to unpack that as well. So these 5 transits, in my personal astrological opinion, are the biggest major transits as we go into 2025. Pluto in Aquarius, very positive shift. Jupiter ingressing into Cancer. Oh my God, so freaking positive. I'm going to talk about that with you guys starting June 9th, 2025, going to go till June 30th, 2026. Going to be so, so powerful. Gay Royal says, holy moly, Pisces rising, North Node in Pisces, contemplating starting a health coaching business. Whoa. Well, Gay, it is the perfect time for you to be starting a health coaching business. Okay. Because with all this Pisces influence, it is very in alignment for the whole collective and each of us personally to be focusing on our physical and spiritual health. And if you are someone like Gay or myself as an astrologer, that is a healing art. You're all going to be booked and busy. Okay. There's no reason why you won't be booked and busy, because it's not only the people that are awake and conscious now to spiritual and alternative health. One of the themes of 2025 is a lot of people, even more people, waking up spiritually. Okay. And wanting to Maha, make America healthy again, make themselves healthy again. Healing arts careers in 2025, very positive for them with the astrology, for sure. So I'm going to unpack those major transits a little bit more later on in the live stream. What I want to go to next is some of the key dates, 2025 key astro dates. Now, this might be a lot of information for some of you guys. I tried to really wean this down. I've got 5 slides of some of the big key astro dates. I haven't included any of the lunations other than the eclipses, okay? And you guys are welcome to, if you'd like to take screenshots, you can share these slides, you can save these slides. These are some of the big astro dates that we've got for 2025. So we're starting 2025 with a literal bang, okay, because we are going to have a Mars-Pluto opposition exact on January 2nd. And this is an energy that we have been playing with. We're having actually 3 Mars opposition to Pluto's, I can't even talk. Sorry, you guys. 3 Mars-Pluto oppositions very close to each other. We had one early November, right before the US election. Now we're going to have the second one, January 2nd, right before Inauguration Day, right at the Gregorian New Year. And then we're going to have another one in April. Holy Toledo, okay? And it's in Leo. This one in January, Mars in Leo opposite Pluto in Aquarius. Very dramatic. There's a theme the first few months of the year with Mars in opposition to Pluto of power struggles, okay? Power struggles in the collective geopolitically, and it can be quite dramatic. It's interesting that we're seeing that right now, many different places in the world, but particularly, and it just makes me laugh, with Canada and the US at the moment, there's a major power struggle going on. President Trump is suggesting that Canada should become the 51st state, that Justin Trudeau/Castro should become the 51st governor, not 51st governor, governor of the 51st state. There's a lot of power struggles going on geopolitically, and we can notice that in our personal lives as well, from January going until April with this Mars-Pluto opposition, okay? So really being mindful of when to put up a fight and what is actually worth your energy of putting up a fight for. Intense. It's an intense start of the year, and that is quite an adverse aspect. So around New Year's and New Year's celebrations, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, the first week of Jan, with that Mars-Pluto opposition, it's conflictual and it can be quite adverse. So just being really mindful of where you go, like, and celebrate. Don't be around anybody really crazy. Don't go to any super crazy events, because there's likely to be some just energy of conflict and tension in the air. January 11th, we have the North Node moving into Pisces and the South Node moving into Virgo. I'll talk about that more in a little bit. January 21st, Pluto Cazimi at 1 degrees of Aquarius. So Cazimi, for those of you who have maybe never heard of that term before, is an astrological term for when a planet is exactly conjunct the sun, Cazimi. And it's an ancient Arabic word meaning in the heart of the sun. So Pluto Cazimi, Sun conjunct Pluto exact, January 21st. Can you guys let me know in the live chat, is Inauguration Day January 20th or January 21st? I'm having a brain fart. I feel like it's the 20th, but I want to be correct in what I'm saying to you guys. So let me know. I'm sure one of y'all knows out there. Inauguration Day. Okay, Funky Wanderer, thank you so much. January 20th. So the astrology is just absolutely fascinating. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much in the live chat for letting me know. Inauguration Day is the day before a Pluto Cazimi, and within this Cazimi, Pluto conjunct Sun. Aquarius, new beginnings, moving into the future, fresh new energy, shocks and surprises, unexpected events, revolution and freedom, team freedom, 1 degrees, an Aries degree, very energetic, also very much about independence, freedom, and new leadership. Pluto has to do with leadership and powerful people. And 1 degrees Aries degree also has to do with politicians and powerful people. So in my personal astrological opinion, I know there's some people out there saying that, and I'm not referencing anybody specifically, I'm just talking about in general, there's some people out there that I've heard saying they think there won't be an inauguration day. Astrologically, yeah, we're going to be having an inauguration day. It's Sun conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, 1 degrees. And this is the new party. It's definitely going to be in Trump being inaugurated. And if for whatever reason it's not Trump, don't want to freak you guys out, I'm just giving any possible scenario. If for whatever reason it wasn't Trump, which I think it will be Trump, it would definitely be JD Vance. So there's new blood being inaugurated into the US politics, moving us into the future. and helping us to step into greater freedom. So I'm very excited. That's going to be very powerful with that Pluto Cazimi. February, we're moving into February 1st. Beautiful, very spiritual astrology as we go into February, because the North Node is in Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. And Venus will exactly conjunct Neptune and exactly conjunct the North Node on the same day, February 1st. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Neptune is at home in Pisces. So all my astrological family and nerds out there, February 1st is an extremely magical, okay, because this is all in the sign of Pisces, magical, spiritual day. And that also happens to be, excuse me, my goodness, Imbolc. Okay, I'll just bring this up so I can show you guys. So I'm half British. My dad was born in England, and I have Celtic ancestry. And this is the traditional Celtic pagan calendar. And February 1st, February 2nd is Imbolc, Bridget's Day, Candlemas. And it's the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So, as I'm filming this Astrology of 2025 live stream, we're actually in the portal of the winter solstice. I'm filming this on December 19th. Solstice will be December 21st. So happy solstice week. Happy almost solstice, everybody. So we have the solstices and the equinoxes. And in the traditional pagan Celtic calendar, we also have other sacred days, other sacred midpoints between the equinoxes and solstices. So Imbolc is February 1st, February 2nd. Herr Miller says, let's do a meditation. Yeah, hell yeah. Jens and I are definitely going to have to host a meditation for sure. We're in Imbolc, and Venus, Neptune, North Node, all conjunct in Pisces, the sign of spirituality, the sign of magic. So wow, our dreams are going to be on fire. Our meditations are going to be on fire. Our spiritual connection is going to be on fire. And Pisces is also healing energy, right? That which is not of this world, healing energy. So February 1st and the whole week surrounding that is extremely potent, magical. That would be an amazing time to maybe visit a sacred site in a foreign location or in your local area, or go on a spiritual retreat, or make some time for spiritual practices for sure. Very, very powerful. February 6th will be the exact Neptune in conjunct to North Node in Pisces. So that whole wowzers, like first 2 weeks of, last week of January, first 2 weeks of February, woo, that is highly spiritual, highly healing, highly creative as well. Really, really beautiful energy. As we move into March, we've got on March 1st, Venus goes retrograde. Okay, wow, Venus retrograde. So, going to be in Aries and Pisces, Venus retrograde from March 11th to April 12th, and we will be invited to be reviewing, reflecting, taking sacred pause during that time of the Venus-ruled areas of life, okay, which is the divine feminine, our values, the financial system, love life, love relationships, okay? So that period can be a little bit wonky for love life, a little bit wonky possibly for the financial system. So we'll see what happens during that period. Venus retrograde, and that's going to be significant for all my fellow Taurus and Libra sun, moon, and risings, because we are ruled by Venus in astrology. Also in March 12th, Saturn Cazimi. Okay, this is an interesting one. This period of March is gonna be freaking intense, okay? Because all of March, we will be in eclipse season, okay? We're having total lunar eclipse, 23 degrees of Virgo, March 14th. Then 2 weeks later, partial solar eclipse, 9 degrees of Aries on March 29th. And this month is freaking buck wild. Okay, March 12th, Granddaddy Saturn Cazimi Sun conjunct Saturn at 22 degrees, which is a Saturn Capricorn degree in Pisces. So that's like major reality checks and soberness about health in the collective. One of the themes for 2025, you guys are going to keep hearing me talk about health. Okay. But one of the kind of underlying themes of the health piece is revealing about what has actually been done to our health. Okay. A lot of us woosters out there and light workers and freedom lovers, we talk about the experimental injections and people that have had those done, the fluoride in the water. This kind of stuff is going to get exposed even more. But I'm thinking as well around this March period and throughout 2025, it's also the granddaddy Saturn reality check around it. To me, what it feels like intuitively is all, I don't think I can say the word on YouTube, so I'll just say shots, okay, of all shots that have been administered for the past, 100 years since we've had the Rockefeller Foundation, like, intercept the healthcare system. It's not just the experimental shots. There's things that have been done to many of us that have had these shots. Many of us have had these shots. I have some friends that know that have not had any shots in their life, but I think most of us in Western society have. And I feel like there's truths that's going to be revealed about that. Like what has that really done to all of us, right? Not just the mRNA injected people, but all of us. And that makes me want to bring something up here. Just bear with me one moment, you guys. Okay, so Rudolf Steiner, why isn't this quote wanting to come up? Okay, here we go. Let me try to bring this up here. Rudolf Steiner, the great, amazing mystic is he from late 1800s, early 1900s? I think that period. He prophesied many of the things that are going on now during this time. And he talked about in his work how basically all shots, okay, that come from the dark arts people have been created to stifle our spiritual connection and basically ultimately eliminate the soul with medicine. Okay. So we are all, and I've been downloading this as well. It feels like in 2025 and 2026, with the nodes in the health axis, with the eclipses in the health axis of Virgo and Pisces, it feels like even if you're not proactively doing a cleanse, I feel like all the things that have been, all the toxins from the dark age of Pisces and the dark elites, all the shots, all the fluoride, all the whatever the heck's going on with the chemtrails, all that, it feels like we're detoxing that. We are going through a detox in the medical astrology. So what will help with that process is if you consciously, like what I'm doing right now, and to be honest with you guys, I do not like doing cleanses because I'm a Taurus rising. Okay, I like my food. I like to eat what I like to eat. I like to do what I like to do. So I'm not pretending like, ooh, it's fun to do a cleanse. It can feel fun at times, but for me as a Taurus rising, it's very challenging. So shout out to all my fellow Tauruses out there. But yeah, doing cleansing practices will help you feel at your most optimal health-wise in 2025, and also just to be in alignment with the natural energies of, we're cleansing all this shit that has been injected into us. For it feels like, particularly the past 100 years where we've really been in this modernized society, this healthcare system that was really created by, the Rockefeller family, all that stuff. So for me personally, I've been doing keto cycling. I'm doing my castor oil packs for cleansing. I'm doing essential oils. I take doTERRA supplements, all this stuff. I'm not a medical expert, so I would recommend talking to a naturopath, but cleansing, cleansing very good throughout 2025. And in particular, when we're around the solstices and the equinoxes, the seasonal shifts, those are very good times to be doing cleansing for sure. How did I get on that tangent? Okay, we were talking about March. Sorry, you guys. So yeah, March is where things ramp up in terms of Granddaddy Saturn reality checks being revealed about health and what has actually been done to us as a collective on a deep level, on a deeper level. There's a piece missing. Okay. If you guys have been listening to my content on a regular basis, you know I always say Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, especially Neptune in Pisces, we are not seeing the whole situation of the current times clearly. There's things still being hidden from us. And I am so freaking excited. March 30th, Neptune enters Aries. Okay. I sound like such a dramatic Scorpio, you guys. This is such a powerful year. Oh my goodness. Such a powerful year with these transits that we've got going on. Pluto now in Aquarius, Saturn, Neptune conjunction. Oh my God. Can't stress that enough. So Neptune is going to enter Aries March 30th, but then he's going to retrograde back into Pisces in the fall. Then we're going to have in 2026, Neptune and Saturn fully go into Aries. Oh my God, that is going to lighten things up. 2026, we are going to have a party. We're going to have a year from now, we're going to have some kind of online party together, maybe in-person party to celebrate 2026, because that is when things significantly, in my personal astrological opinion, start to become a lot lighter. 2025, things are starting to get lighter and lighter energetically. They have been recent years. We're entering the age of Aquarius. But with this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, this is physical and mental and spiritual health challenges. And I haven't even talked about the mental health yet. A lot of people, and I want to be wrong with this, are going to have mental health issues, possibly mental health breakdowns that are not ready to wake up yet. They're going to have a hard time waking up. And for those of us that are light workers, on our consciousness journey, we're going to really need to be supportive of our loved ones for sure. So physical health, mental health, spiritual health, all highlighted. But I love March 30th, when that Neptune enters Aries. Okay, we're starting to get some big clarity on what the heck has actually been going on here. We got a lot of theories. Okay, there's many different theories. There's many different mystics. There's many different beliefs. But when Neptune enters Aries, and then Saturn is going to enter Aries in May, here we go. The Band-Aid gets ripped off, and this is the whole collective being turned on to. Aries is the present moment. It's the first sign in the zodiac. It's totally in the present moment. Here's what the fuck is actually going on. And it's very grounded, and it's not Pisces, airy-fairy, confusing. I love all my Pisces out there, but just saying this Neptune in Pisces has been confusing and weird. So March going into April, this is when we start to get clarity, big clarity around, and reality checks. What the heck is really going on here? Okay. Laura says, I'm a what the fuck Aries. Yes, love all my Aries out there. You guys are awesome. We go into April. April's interesting. April 4th, Saturn in Pisces in sextile to Uranus and Taurus. We've got a lot of positive aspects with the outer planets to each other in 2025. What are the outer planets about in astrology? Well, they all rule certain areas of life, but the outer planets are the generational planets. They have a lot to do with the generations, with the collective consciousness at the time. So April 4th, in that time period around, Saturn sextile Uranus. Saturn, our systems and structures of life. Uranus, the future. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. A new system and structure being brought forth for us to step into. And very interesting that this is after the spring equinox. Spring equinox is going to be a very big shift. The winter, the first couple of months of the year of the winter is going to be a lot of power struggles. It's going to be a lot of unknowns, a lot of big changes geopolitically. And then as we get into March, it's like, okay, here's how we're starting to move forward. Here's some of these suggested new systems, and here's us actually trying to implement some of these new things. April 21st, Granddaddy Saturn conjunct the North Node. Okay, so we're having this theme throughout the year of reality checks, Saturn, around Pisces ruled areas. Spirituality, spiritual leaders, spiritual beliefs, the healthcare system, our immunity, things that have been done to us health-wise, the entertainment industry. Pisces also rules that. April 26th, we will have the last Mars-Pluto opposition out of this Mars-Pluto opposition cycle, 3 in a row from November. So again, there's this theme of leaders changing, power struggles, us taking our power back in our personal life. Remembering where we've maybe given our power away and where we directing our energy to. Even though Mars-Pluto opposition can be adverse, okay, one way that we can work with this Mars-Pluto opposition, which is it's gonna be with us from January going until May. One way we can work with it is to be very conscious of where we are directing our energy. Mars, directing energy. Pluto, the planet of power, empowerment, transformation, very spiritual and magical. If we're directing our energy in places that serve us for our highest good, this Mars-Pluto opposition will amplify that, and we can be like master manifestors at things, very successful and confident at showing up in our gifts, right? Pluto in Aquarius has a lot to do with our new gifts. Hello, Ellie. Ellie says rebuilding. Yes, this is definitely a year where we're starting to rebuild from the ashes of what was. As we go into May 17th, Uranus Cazimi at 27 degrees of Taurus. Very interesting. So we have these Cazimis annually throughout the year where the sun is in conjunction with all of the different planets. So that's going to be a very innovative time, right? Uranus at getting to the end of Taurus. There's going to be new inventions during that time. Very, very excited. Oh my God, you guys. So excited for, I know I'm like freaking out in this video. I'm just so excited for 2025. Amazing inventions, healing modalities, new forms of travel, inventions beyond our wildest dreams with Pluto in Aquarius. And that time of that Uranus Cazimi, Uranus is the ruling planet of Cazimi. I'm having keto brain right now, you guys, please forgive me. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. Very innovative time, some kind of new technology, innovation will be released around that May 17th time. May 18th, excuse me, Jupiter square the nodes. So Jupiter is really going to be expanding the energy of the nodes, also blessing the energy of the nodes around that time as well. Ellie says, the Hopi prophecy also tells about the inventions. It's going to be huge. So cool. Thank you for sharing that, Ellie. I love listening to the indigenous prophecies. That's one of my most favorite things to listen to. May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Yes, Yes, the outer planets are entering the fire and the air signs. This is something, you guys, we have been literally in mud. Mud. What is mud? Earth and water. What outer planetary signs have we been in since 2020? Earth and water. Mud. Heaviness. Things moving slowly, not being able to move forward. We had the pandemic. It's heavy. Things have been heavy since 2020. And now 2025, Pluto, air sign, Saturn, fire sign, Neptune, fire sign, Jupiter, lucky ducky Jupiter, entering his exalted sign of Cancer. This is positive energy. We're moving forward. Amazing, amazing, amazing. June 9th, oh my God, we are going to have a Jupiter enters Cancer party. We're going to have a bunch of different parties. And I know I said with Pluto going into Aquarius that I was going to do like an online DJ party, dance party. I had some personal things going on at that time back in November. Everything is good now. Definitely, we're going to do some online dance parties with some of these big transits that we've got coming up in the year. So I'm going to talk about Jupiter entering Cancer more in depth after this key astro date slide piece. Very positive. June 15th, Jupiter square Saturn. So we've been going through this Jupiter and square to Saturn throughout 2024. That's going to be, I think if I'm remembering correctly, our last one in Jupiter with Jupiter and Saturn in square for a while. But this is lighter because it's Jupiter in Cancer with Saturn in Aries. As we move on into the summer, June 19th, Jupiter square Neptune. So Saturn and Neptune, they're going to be conjunct each other, not exact, but they're going to be in conjunct and both in square to Jupiter, which is going to be expanding the energy of that Saturn-Neptune conjunction big time, which is the dismantling of our systems and structures of life, in particular, healthcare, government, entertainment industry. June 24th, this is a lucky ducky day. Okay, Jupiter, our blessed benefic planet, will be in a cazimi to the sun conjunct Jupiter, June 24th, around the solstice. That's going to be very positive and uplifting. 3 degrees of Gemini. July 4th, Neptune goes retrograde in Aries and Pisces until December 10th. July 7th, Uranus enters Gemini. Oh my God, another outer planet, 4 outer planets in air and fire signs. This is going to be a huge energy shift. And even though, you guys know I like to keep it real with you all with the astrology, okay? Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces is going to be heavy at times. When it's in Aries, that's going to be can also be heavy because it's Saturn and Neptune conjunct together. But if we are doing the cleansing work, if we are open to the new systems and structures of life, this is actually fun. Okay. Even though we do have some challenging aspects in the summer, this is going to be fun. Okay. There's going to be fun celebrations. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys let me know if I'm there's so much different information. This Jupiter in Gemini is driving me nuts. But doesn't President Trump want to do like a world fair or something in the summer of 2025? Or is that 2026? Let me know in the comments. But I do know that President Trump has been saying he wants to do huge celebrations like around Independence Day? No, July 4th. And I think throughout the summer, if I'm not mistaken. So the whole year. Thank you, Tim. Tim says the whole year. Celestial Emma, 2026, I think. So yeah, whether it has to do with Trump in the US, there's celebrations. This is a summer of celebration. I love this summer for going to festivals, dancing, playing music, being creative, going into your like-minded community. It's starting to get lighter and it's starting to naturally feel more fun. and not as heavy. Uranus in Gemini. Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus, and we won't have Uranus full on into Gemini until 2026. But that's going to be fantastic because Uranus in Taurus since 2018 has been one of the most unstable things you can possibly have happen in astrology. Okay, that's why things feel so unstable right now, because we've been going through this Uranus in Taurus. Then we got, this is a lot, July 17th, a Mercury retrograde in Leo. That's going to be until August 11th. Then on August 11th, another very positive aspect, Venus conjunct Jupiter exact, the two benefics, 14 degrees of Cancer. And Cancer, of course, is Jupiter's exalted sign. So that Venus-Jupiter conjunction, Cancer rules silver. Silver. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, but just telling you guys for 2025, silver is going up big time. I know a lot of us have been waiting for silver to really boom. I see this happening in 2025 astrologically, and I'm very excited about that. And could definitely happen. One of the points that could happen could be around this August 11th conjunction. Laura says lots of babies on that. Which one is there lots of babies? The Venus Jupiter conjunction. Oh yeah, because it's Cancer. That makes sense. Yeah, people are going to want to, part of Jupiter and Cancer, people are going to want to be having families and procreating and children, right? That's Cancer. That's funny. Okay, and then last key date slide, and then we'll go a little bit more in depth into some of the major transits for 2025. August 28th, Uranus sextile Neptune. That period of August, September, going into October, very, very special. Let me actually just bring up a chart to show. Oh, I don't have the chart. Wait 1 second, you guys. Yeah, I don't have the chart up on my slide deck. That's okay. I've been having some funky things going on with my computer, so I'm not going to go into my astrology program and bring that up right now. But August, September, October, Pluto, 1 degrees of Aquarius, Uranus, 1 degrees of Gemini, Neptune, 1 degrees of Aries, all in positive aspects to each other. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto in sextiles and trines, all in air or fire signs, and at 1 degrees. This is very profound, and something that I personally feel intuitively from this is because Neptune has a lot to do with the health system. Uranus has to do with inventions and the future and innovation, and Pluto in Aquarius is cellular healing modalities. I think around August, September, October, there's going to be some major cure for a health issue that we've been dealing with as a collective. Possibly the experimental shots, possibly cancer, possibly autism, possibly all of the above, or multiple things. I'm personally feeling around that period there's going to be some major health cure breakthrough, as well as even more spiritual awakening of the collective. Because those outer planets, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, those have to do with our higher consciousness. So that's going to be a portal where you're going to notice very big healing innovations. Also, a lot more people waking up at the same time as well. So very excited for that. September 1st, Saturn goes retrograde in Pisces. September 7th, total lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Pisces. So in September, we're entering another eclipse season. And oh my God, you guys, I made a typo. I'm so sorry. I don't have on this slide the September 21st new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees Virgo. So that's missing from there. And that eclipse season is totally in the health axis. The first eclipse season that we have in 2025 is full moon eclipse in Virgo, new moon eclipse in Aries, and then September, it's totally the health axis, Pisces and Virgo eclipses. Again, I just keep feeling there's going to be huge positive developments having to do with health and healing and removing the toxicity and issues that we've been dealing with health-wise during the age of Pisces. As we go into October, Neptune retrograde re-enters Taurus, November 7th. Uranus retrograde re-enters Neptune retrograde re-enters Pisces, November 7th. Uranus retrograde re-enters Taurus. So from March 30th, when Neptune ingresses into Aries, and then until beginning of November, Neptune and Uranus go back for the last time into Pisces and Taurus. That period from end of March to end of October, we're in a very fresh, new, lighter energy. Even though it's kind of trippy because we still have two different timelines kind of living side by side. So some people who have not been taking care of their spiritual, mental, physical health may really be struggling and in like healing crises. But then others of us that have been doing the work, and it's not that we're like better than other people or anything, but we have been doing the work on ourselves. We've been doing the shadow work. We've been learning about what's really going on in the world, opening up to our spiritual connection. I feel like some of us are going to be having the time of our freaking lives in 2025, even though there are big challenges that we're going to have to face with many people in the collective still not awake yet, them still coming online. Doesn't mean we can't have fun through this. Doesn't mean we can't be creatively inspired and enjoying ourselves. Spunky Diane says, new and lighter sounds great to me. Yeah, me too. I can't wait. Then November 9th, last major kind of key astro date other than the lunations, of course, which are not on here. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius and Scorpio until November 29th. So that's 5 slides for you guys on some of the key astro dates. And want to go back to some of those major transits again and some other information and predictions I have to share with you guys on those things. So Pluto and Aquarius, I've been talking about this a lot lately. We're in Pluto and Aquarius from 2024 until 2044. And again, I said this at the beginning of today's Astrology of 2025 live stream. I'm going to be doing a whole specialized workshop on this in beginning of January 2025. So I'm not going to go too deep on that right now. But basically, Pluto and Aquarius is we are really stepping into the future, huge technological and collective innovations and freedom, and we the people on the power side, okay, on the winning side. So that's super, super exciting. A challenge of Pluto and Aquarius will be transhumanism, our addiction to technology, how to navigate that, to heal from our addiction to the smartphones and the social media. And some people may be playing out transhumanism from their free will choice, which will then show us how to properly use certain technologies into the future. We've talked about North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. I'm going to do a whole special video on that in a few weeks because that's going to start just a few weeks from now coming up. So that's the health axis, right? What I will say, South Node in Virgo is what we're letting go. We're letting go of those Virgo aspects, right? We're letting go of our toxic health. Right? There's been a lot of toxic health that we've been processing through this past age of Pisces. And with the South Node in Virgo, the South Node is like a weakened position. So our health is more challenged. And that's why you guys are going to be hearing me say, your health is your wealth, do cleansing, take supplements, exercise, go spend time in nature, do the earthing, because in medical astrology with South Node in Virgo, our immune systems are actually a little bit weaker, more challenged with that, okay? And of course, North Node in Pisces is our higher collective purpose. What's in alignment for us to be focusing on? What's our North Star, if you will? Pisces is spirituality. Pisces is forgiveness. Pisces is healing. So to be in our North Node, it's about embracing the healing, that is going to take place, and not poo-pooing it, and embracing, even strengthening even further your spiritual connection as well. Yeah, we got the North Node Pisces. That's going to happen on January 11th. We've talked about eclipses moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces and Aries. We've talked about that as well. And there's a lot more for me to say. I'm almost at the hour mark of today's live stream. I don't want to make it too long, so I'll talk about that in some upcoming content. But yeah, that's going to be our biggest aspect of the year, which really is the transformation of the structures and systems of life and society as we have known it up until this point. So, it's really interesting. What I will say as well, before I go on to the next piece, is that in the beginning of 2026, February of 2026, is our exact Saturn-Neptune conjunction, 0 degrees of Aries, what we call in Western astrology, the world axis. Okay. We have not had Saturn-Neptune conjunct in Aries, 0 degrees, which will be February 2026, since the end of Babylonian times. So 2025, we're still clearing out a lot. Many people still waking up. And then once we get to 2026, this is like our path forward of the new systems and structures of life. Very, very powerful. Okay. And then last major thing I want to talk about, and then let me know if any of you guys have any questions. I'll take a few questions from the live chat. Jupiter in Cancer, June 9th, 2025 until June 30th, 2026. Jupiter, of course, is our planet of luck, blessings, divine wisdom, expansion, positivity, travel. It's one of the great benefics. It's the largest planet in our solar system. And Jupiter is what we call exalted in the sign of Cancer. This is its third most favorite place to be. Jupiter's two most favorite places to be are Sagittarius and Pisces. Its two home signs, and Cancer is its third most favorite place to be. So this is super positive for humanity, blessings to humanity. This will be particularly positive for if you are a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, or have major Cancer placements. You're going to be having, woohoo, Jupiter in your sign. That's one of the best things that you can possibly have in astrology. And also if you've got major water placements, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that's going to be making beautiful trines to the Scorpio and the Pisces placements as well. Very good for the water signs. Cancer in astrology rules our emotions, home, family, homelands, motherhood, women, also very spiritual, intuitive. This is going to really, with, the North Node in Pisces, the Piscean influence, it's going to really help the spiritual awakening process of humanity. This is going to be very good and benefic for countries as well. Countries ruled by Cancer starting to get better leaders, systems. The US and Canada are both Cancers in astrology. So Jupiter in Cancer for the US and Canada is going to be amazingly benefic for that whole over a year period. Laura says heightened intuition. Definitely, such a good point. Our intuition is going to be activated very much with Jupiter in Cancer. And Jupiter in Cancer is calmer than Jupiter in Gemini. Okay, we've been having Jupiter in Gemini since the end of May, and this has been like ADD central. Information freaking overload, breaking news after breaking news after breaking news. Jupiter in Cancer, it's going to leave Gemini. It's going to calm. It's going to cool off a little bit, which will be nice because I don't know about you guys, but this whole Jupiter in Gemini, really overwhelming information overload for sure. Cancer, again, also rules silver. So Jupiter in Cancer is going to expand silver. Going to be positive for women. Fertility, there can be breakthroughs in fertility, divine feminine. So, so excited for this Jupiter in Cancer. Going to be a very light and benefic aspect for us all. So I'm just going to keep it to around the hour mark for today's Astrology of 2025 video because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. There's a lot going to happen in 2025. And you guys know that I share a lot here on my Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. So I'm going to be with you, throughout 2025, almost every single day, sharing astrological content with you all. So before we finish up today's show, let me know if anybody has any questions about 2025, any thoughts, concerns, queries. If not, that is all good. I love you all so, so much. And while we're waiting for some questions, I just want to share, if there are any questions, if there's not, that's okay, that I do have available on the Beyond Mystic Academy, my 2025 predictions workshop, over 10 hours of predictions where I go into each of the 12 signs. So in today's video, I'm just talking about kind of like the collective for 2025. If you want your personal sign predictions for 2025, go to the link in the description box below to the Beyond Mystic Academy, my 2025 predictions workshop for all 12 signs. Okay. And also on beyondmystic.net, there's an annual special holiday sale on the Insider Access Pass, 50% off discount code with code IAP15 from now until December 22nd. Judith, PMJT a clone? I think it is highly possible. That is all I'll say about that because we're on YouTube as well as Rumble. I think that is highly, highly possible. Ooh, there's lots of comments. Okay, trying to see. Naylajim says, are we moving into the age of Aquarius? Yes, I actually went into that at the beginning of the video. So when I'm finished up, if you want to, I won't repeat it again. You can listen at the beginning. I kind of touched on the difference between the age of Aquarius versus the Pluto in Aquarius transit. But yes, we are moving into the age of Aquarius, definitely. What else have we got here? E-Tex 1975, Meg, with US in Canada both being Cancers, that would make them good for a merger of the two countries. Definitely, I'm seeing it as a possibility. I'm seeing it as a possibility that it may happen. Laura, should I just sleep on the lawn every night? You know, earthing is a good astrological remedy for the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. So I'm not going to say no. And I am a Taurus rising, so I do love my bed. I do love my comforts. But honestly, if I could, if I did live in a place that didn't have the winter like we have in Belgium and Canada where I live, I would try to get outside barefoot, sleeping as much as possible. That's funny, Laura. What else have we got here? I'm going to just scroll up a little bit, see if there's anything I'm missing. Overall, I'm really excited for 2025. Really, really excited. Tell the Truth 99, Jupiter in Cancer, cleaning the seas. Yes, definitely. Cancer, as well as the sign of Pisces, rules the seas. So that is something we can see for sure, which would be super, super positive. Okay, awesome. Well, we're at the end of today's show. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Celestial Emma says, thanks, Meg. Have a restful and fun break. Thank you so much. So, yes, I will be live Thursday, December 19th and Friday, December 20th for the daily Astro shows. And Jens and I are going to do a special winter solstice live meditation on the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And then as we get into the holidays, we're not going to have daily Astro shows from, when is this going to be? From December 23rd until January 3rd, we're taking a holiday break at Beyond Mystic. So won't do any daily astro shows, but I will be coming on. I will be doing some impromptu content for you guys. So I love you all so, so much. Thank you for joining me, whether you're watching the live or the replay. I'm wishing you all an absolutely blessed solstice, whether you're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, a blessed, most magical and joyful and fun Gregorian year of 2025. And I love you all so much. I will see you on the other side of our Gregorian New Year. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And again, all my links, socials, astrology readings, workshops, everything is at the links below. Mwah! Love you, love you, love you, and see you all soon. Bye, everybody.